check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. And this
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll pop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Altmaier. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Newell. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Warhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Got it behind the line. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Wants to throw, it's Sorsby. Working that left side now. Bulldozes his way through. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big blown catch, and he's down to 5.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Danced his way through traffic, pick up the 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to take off. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
A great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Oh, they're after him! And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB.
And here's a fumble behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wide and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. On in the backfield, it's Haynes. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Caught behind the line. It's Preston. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This is a design run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A strike downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot, and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Release to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, and speeding down the left side. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a
tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hit-and-hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Morton. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Haynes. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Hums it downfield, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Preston. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Barrett. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hand. It's Singleton. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch, but how about the coverage? Nice coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the football.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They made the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Haynes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is an offense that really prides themselves on running the notion they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
And they're not on the same page there. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knowles heading quickly to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Give to Brown. He is not going to get there. Stopped short the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything something has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Now he's gonna break the pocket. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This one's complete. They're able to keep him out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Terrapins have it with a first and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's Morton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the block. But nothing nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down to 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Under fire. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
He'll bring it out. It's more. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. At the 45 on its way. Into the secondary on the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Noles will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He wants it all. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. they go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This run defense, man, they've got to do a better job down the stretch. Like, they've got to stop the run. Can't let them get these chunk plays on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the...
facing the Rebels of Ole Miss. Hotty toddy. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Got his man to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And the point after is good. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. He's looking to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just run away. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. Trailing by a touchdown. 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal for the game. Lost the throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down and when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Noles injecting football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Shakes off the defender. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just...
Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved the touchdown. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pull it on the option and try to do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll try to get outside. Hard running there. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. What these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where did I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And his throw is incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to keep running. At the 40, there he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Finds him out of the backfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets him go. Finds a man on the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan.
it's Sorsby. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
The Knowles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Wide open downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Perez. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Dumps it to the back. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the road. Wants to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
My arm strength is elite. You see that?
He wants to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown LSU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to add another. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. They took a shot at the end zone. He almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a heat. They got him for a sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see goes, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Sometimes you'll see defenses, they'll get aggressive and sit near the sticks and give up a bigger play on third and medium. But this is really good defense. Nice job staying disciplined, staying back. They take a deep shot down the field. They're ready for it, and they force the fourth down.
He's got an open man. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. LSU right back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Looking to convert. LSU comes to the line on 4. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This will likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
They were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Slams it ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going for 6. Touchdown Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here comes the two-point try. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And as he throws, just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find those.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Right through the middle. They are on the move down to the 32. They pick up another first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Seminoles. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. high-scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
LSU 35, Florida State 14.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. Just
Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. That's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right.
The fake, and he wants to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last